You don't need a garden to grow food, and you don't even need much space. What you see right here, fresh radishes, baby spinach, or crisp lettuce, all of these came from pots on a balcony, and it grows in less than 30 days. Today I'm going to show you the 3 fastest vegetables you can grow in containers, even if you are a complete beginner and even if your balcony barely gets any sun. So let's get into it. First up, radishes, and if you've never grown anything before, this is where I will tell you to start. Mine took about 40 days to reach this size, but depending on your weather and temperatures, it might take 25 to 30 days in real conditions. Either way, it's still the fastest win you will get from any vegetables, and nothing else comes close. The container doesn't need to be deep, 15 centimeters is all you need. Even this fish crate here is less than 10 centimeters tall and it works perfectly. What matters more is that it has drainage holes at the bottom. Because without drainage, the roots will rot before they even form. Also, spacing is where a lot of beginners go wrong. You want each seed about 2 to 3 centimeters apart. I know it's tempting to just scatter them and see what happens, but if they are too crowded, the roots don't have room to swell. And you will end up with a bunch of leaves and no bulb underneath. After that, water them in and keep the soil consistently moist from here. This is actually very important with radishes, because if they dry out, they get woody and way too spicy, while regular moisture keeps them mild and crisp. And when you see the top of the bulb starting to push above the surface, that's your sign. Pull one, rinse it, then taste it. If it's the size you want, harvest. Also, don't leave them too long or they will turn hollow. And once you have harvested, you can replant straight away. Next, spinach. And this one is especially for anyone who doesn't get full sun all day, because spinach actually prefers it. It will tolerate partial shade without complaining, which makes it perfect for a north-facing balcony or a spot that only gets a few hours of light. Here you can see spinach I planted last year, and that's a variety that produces huge leaves. And these ones here are just a few weeks old. I started them indoors. For container depth, 15 to 20 centimeters is fine. Same rule as for radishes, drainage holes, good potting mix, and keep the soil moist. Now, here is a technique that most people don't know. Don't pull the whole plant. Instead, harvest only the outer leaves, the ones around the edges, and leave the small ones in the center completely alone. The thinner leaves are the future of the plant. Leave them and the plant keep producing new growth from the middle outward. And you can come back in another week and harvest again. And one thing to watch for as the weather heats up, it's bolting. When you see your spinach sends up a tall central stalk and starts flowering, that's it. The leaves turn bitter and the plant is done. It's just what spinach does in heat. So when you see it's happening, pull the plant and start fresh. Third on the list, lettuce and arugula. And I'm putting these together because the approach is essentially the same. And both can give you harvests that just keep coming. You can grow both if you have enough space. And when the leaves get to about 8 to 10 centimeters, you are ready. And it's the same method as the spinach. Pick the outer leaf first and leave the center alone. The plant stays alive and it keeps producing. And you are back for another cut in a week or so. Here is the move that takes this to the next level. Succession planting. While your current pot of lettuce is growing, start a new batch of seeds in a small container on the side. And by the time the first pot is winding down or bolts in the heat, your second batch is ready to take its place. You swap them out and you never have a gap in your harvest. It sounds like a lot to manage, but once you get into the rhythm of it, it takes maybe 5 minutes a week. Again, bolting is the signal that the plant is done. When you see the central stalk shooting up, it's time to pull it and let the next one take over. So here is a quick rundown of what you actually need. For containers, shallow pots work perfectly for all 3 of these. Even a simple window box or a recycled container with drainage holes drilled in the bottom does the job. For the soil, use a proper potting mix or a compost label for vegetables. Garden soil from the outside is too dense. It compacts in containers and doesn't drain properly. For watering, you can just keep it consistently moist. And you can easily check with your finger. If the top centimeters of soil is dry, water it. If you are just getting started, pick one of these plants and start this week. And tell me in the comments which one are you going to try first. See you in the next video.